4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The Lakers are the champions.
Magic down the middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
To be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
To disrupt Rondo, he puts it in. Here's Davis, 4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good! Anthony Davis has won it for the Lakers!
Organization want their respect. Laker Nation want their respect. And I want my damn respect too.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the Let's Go Lakers podcast. My name is Mike Andrade, and today we're doing something different. We're starting a podcast, but not just on audio form. We're doing this on video, as you can see. And in the background, as you can hear, we're having the Lakers and the Cavaliers game going on right now. So it's actually the middle of the first quarter right now, 7:56 remaining. The Lakers are down by 1 against the Cavaliers. Yeah, I think it'd be something cool where we can just have the game going on in the back, and then we can just be talking about Lakers basketball. But yeah, how's it going, guys? Hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday. There we go, AD. Let's talk about Anthony Davis to start this, because he just scored a basket right here. Let's talk about Anthony Davis. Okay, so look at the Lakers are 3-1, and every bit of success that the Lakers have had early on into the season can be attributed to Anthony Davis. This is exactly what you've wanted to see from Anthony Davis for years now. You know, obviously we won a title in 2020, and we've had success going to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. And we've seen AD be brilliant, not only on the offensive end, but defensively. And in fact, he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year and has been robbed of it a couple times. But this is exactly what you want to see from AD. Oh, I just turned it over. That's been a pattern. But exactly. AD has shown flashes of what he can do for years, but nothing like this. Nothing of which we've seen over the last few games. We've seen it in stretches, but not consistently. And not especially at the beginning of the season like we've seen. The Lakers are just turning over the ball like crazy right now. And, of course, a transition 3. Lakers timeout. 15-20. 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell just going off right now. I know I'm getting sidetracked with the game going on in the back, but that's okay. Let's continue to talk about AD. Look, what I'm trying to say is Anthony Davis has shown these stretches many, many times before, but to begin the season like this, it shows not only the work that he's put into the offseason, him coming off the Olympics with LeBron and Steph, that's a contributor to this. He's hungry. He's hungry to continue from what we saw last year, 2 years ago, from what we saw in the Olympics. He wants to put it all together this year. And not only, prove the doubters wrong that he should be Defensive Player of the Year, but go for the MVP, because that's the level of talent that Anthony Davis has. He could be MVP. It's not shocking for me to say that. I think everyone watching this will agree to me that Anthony Davis, if he puts it all together, can be MVP, not only for the Lakers, but for the NBA for the whole season. So it's brilliant to see what he's done over the last few games. And I just hope that he can, number one, he can stay healthy. And number two, that it lasts throughout the season, because, you hate for a guy to have a stretch like this, but then to see the decline in production throughout the season. And that's why guys like Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith, they ragged on him because of the injuries and the inconsistency. You don't want to see that. So I'm glad AD is showing his ability, and just hopefully that it can sustain. But the Lakers are 3-1 right now, and have shown that they're a much, much, much completely different team than last season. And it's weird because we don't have anybody new on this team. In fact, we are knocked for not signing anybody new. The only thing that's new on this team is our head coach, JJ Redick. But JJ Redick has shown the ability, just in these first few games, that number one, he's a good coach and he knows what he's doing out there. And I think it's an indictment on what Darvin Ham couldn't do last season. I think all through too much together last season, and even with Frank Vogel as well, we saw Darvin Ham, Frank Vogel just try to force feed AD and LeBron to bring it home for the Lakers and for us to secure victories through them. Sparingly, we'd have guys, like Austin Reeves and D'Angelo. They would contribute. They would be our third guy. But it was really just solely on the backs of AD and LeBron. And that's perfectly fine because those guys can get it done. But it wasn't a team effort. And now that we're in this JJ Redick era, we're seeing that it is a much completely different team and it is a team effort. Everyone on this team has their roles defined. Whether you're a starter, you're in the starting five, which, by the way, that was a talking point all of the beginning of last season where Darvin Ham not picking up where he left off the Western Conference Finals run and sticking with the same guys to begin the season with the starting five. That was a talking point. He far too much went with Taurean Prince. He far too much tinkered with the starting five. Oh shoot! Anthony Davis got hit in the beaker. Hopefully he's okay. Oh wow! They didn't even take a timeout. Anthony Davis is on the other end of the floor. They didn't even take a timeout. Oh wow! They hit another three. Well, AD's hurt at the other end. He got really hit. I don't know if he got hit in the nose or hit in the eye. But the Lakers aren't even taking a timeout here. Well, he's going to try and play through it. Lakers are down 15-23. Austin with the three, no good. Yeah. So far too much of the starting lineup was being tinkered with last year, and it was very inconsistent of what we saw. Guys who were projected starters were coming off the bench and threw off everyone's game, especially D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, guys who struggled last year. But everyone's roles are defined this year. You're in the starting five. You're a starter. You're on the bench. You're going to be a role player. Everyone's role has been defined, and that's been great to see early on in this season. Oh my God! Another three for Cleveland, and the Lakers are down 26-15. Wow. Anthony Davis is still he's still reeling right now. He got hit in the face. I didn't catch where he got hit, but it's either in his eye or in his nose, and he's seeing stars right now. The team is down 11 points right now, so hopefully we can get it back together. Because we need this win because obviously you just don't want to string together too many losses in a row. Coming off of a loss against Phoenix on Monday night, you want to be able to take a game like this on the road and just show that you're a championship level team. Cleveland is a really good team. They're 4-0 right now. So you want to be able to not only just string together as many wins as possible, but to show that you can be able to beat these teams on the road against championship level teams. By the way, guys, if you're not in the loop or if you're hiding under a rock, the World Series will be going on. It's about 4 something right now in the afternoon. The World Series Game 5 is tonight. The Dodgers and the Yankees. The Dodgers lead 3-1. They could have swept it last night, but it was an off night for the pitching staff and everyone else. So the Yankees got the win. But I think tonight the Dodgers do get it done. And they get one of these, baby. Look at that. I think they get one of these. We'll see. By the way, this was gifted to me by the South Bay Lakers when I had a season ticket membership with them. Pretty badass, right? It's not like a real championship ring. It's like a paperweight, but still, it's really cool to have. Anyways, let's talk about one guy here. Let's talk about D'Angelo Russell. D'Lo, look, he's struggled. He's struggled mightily during the last few games of, well, really all the few games we've had this season. It hasn't been well for D'Lo. His shooting percentage is down. His defense is suffering. Teams are picking on him. Everything is down for him right now. And if you would have asked me at the really the start of the season, which we are right now. But if you'd asked me a month ago, how would have thought D'Angelo Russell would have performed? I thought he would have been well, considering that JJ Redick likes him, and they've had conversations of what they want to do. But at the same time, it's been a struggle for D'Lo. I just don't think he's found his rhythm in the offense. Oh, did he get hit with what's his name, Jared, the center from the Cavs, Jared Allen? I think he got hit with his elbow. But AD's back in the game. Going back to D'Lo though, it's been a struggle for D'Lo. He just hasn't found himself in the offense. Hasn't found his flow really. And I hope that it's just a bad stretch for D'Lo and that he could find his way eventually. Max Christie's back in the game now. Oh, good pass from D'Lo to AD, but he was blocked by Jared Allen. Oh, that's not good. That was a good block though. Lakers down 15-26. Mitchell going back into the paint. Oh, loses it. There you go, Lakers. Let's try to capitalize off this turnover. I really want to see D'Lo just, he missed a three right here, but I just want to see him attempt shots. You know what I mean? The more aggressive you are, good things are going to happen. Obviously you're not going to make every shot, but if he's aggressive out there, that's all you want to see, really. I mean, look, obviously points do matter, but if he's aggressive, then eventually he's going to find his flow. The Lakers are just cold right now. Austin Reeves just missed a shot he usually makes in the post, and didn't go through. Lakers are stone cold right now. Thank goodness Cleveland has died off a little bit with their shooting. Still down by 11. Yeah, as long as D'Angelo isn't just like kind of being passive out there, and I just want him to be aggressive. That's all. If he can just be aggressive and continue to do that, then eventually he'll find his way in the offense. But so far he hasn't, and it's been concerning. Maybe he missed another shot. Lakers can't find themselves a shot right now. Oof! Wow. Layup for Cleveland. Lakers are down by 13. This is not good. 14-0 run by the Cavs. Not good at all. LeBron's out of the game. So with AD being shaken up a little bit, the Lakers offense is kind of lost. But he just hit a nice little shot in the post. Yeah. He's still feeling it. He's still seeing stars a little bit. Yeah. And speaking about being aggressive, I just think the same thing goes for Rui Hachimura. Hachimura had a great start to the season against Minnesota, and has looked good so far. And that's exactly what you want to see. You just want him to be aggressive out there. Early on, it's like I said, it's not really about making shots. It's just about how are you, looking out there. Are you being aggressive? Are you staying with your guys on defense? If you can be doing those things out there and doing the little things, then eventually your shots are going to fall. And for D'Angelo and Rui, those guys are very inconsistent when it comes to those things. Here's Gabe for a three. Nice. Good three from Gabe Vincent. Another guy that I want to see get going on offense. His defense has actually done pretty well this year, considering the teams that we've played and the talent that's on that. Oh, wow, there's a mismatch between Jared Allen and Austin Reeves. Jared Allen just took advantage of that. But yeah, if Vincent can just stay aggressive, like I mentioned with those other guys, then it's going to do him well. His defense is doing pretty well on these guards that we played so far, though. Oh my gosh, AD is down again. He's grabbing his hip. That is oh god, this is not going well for AD. Oof. Okay, hopefully he can. Is he on the? Oh, he's back in the game. He grabbed his hit, but he picked himself back up. Well, he's posting up. He's getting trapped right now. He got double teamed. Here's Gabe for another three. That's gonna hit the shot clock. Yeah. Aggressiveness, man. Look, I know shots aren't gonna be falling all the time. But for those guys, they have to stay aggressive. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. What else do we need from these guys? Eventually, look, I think it's gonna start falling, but if they could stay aggressive and just keep with it, then good things are gonna happen. All right, so we have a minute remaining in the first quarter, and the Lakers are down by 16. It might just be one of those nights, guys, because Cleveland looks like they're on stop. Wow, who was that? Careless LeVert just pretty much pulled the Steph Curry right now, where he pulled up for a three and he turned around and he made it. Yeah, this might be one of the last times that I stream a game because yeah, it's not going well for the Lakers. Although LeBron just hit a three right now, he's back in the game. But yeah, this is wow, another three by Cleveland. If you guys are watching this, this is like the modern NBA for you, man. Just threes, threes, threes. That's all teams are just doing right now. Threes are everything in the NBA. And LeBron pulling up for another three? No good. Oh, wow, we're down by 19. This is not the way you want to start a game. Absolutely. Not at all. Wow. 8 seconds remaining. 7, 6. Pulling up for another three. No good. And that's going to be it for the first quarter. Lakers are down 42-23 at the end of the first quarter. Wow. I did not see that coming whatsoever. Look, this is the modern NBA for you. Guys are just pulling up for three left and right. Everyone's a great shooter in the NBA. If that's pretty much like the bare minimum in the NBA now. You have to be a great shooter. If you're not a great shooter, then teams are gonna they're gonna take advantage of that. Because look at teams switch, they run, they pick on guys on defense, and if you can't shoot, they're gonna make sure that look, this guy can't shoot, so we're gonna stay off of you, and they're gonna leave you open. Look at Westbrook. Westbrook has lost pretty much all of his explosive abilities. Really, I mean, he's not as athletic as he once was, so he's relying heavily on his shooting, and it's not been well for a few years now. So look at a guy like Westbrook, a guy who can't shoot. It's bad. If you can't shoot in the NBA, then you're not going to last long whatsoever. Unless you're doing all the other things at an elite level, then shooting is not going to be, it's going to be your Achilles heel. Then it's not going to be good for you. That's the modern NBA for you, But on the same hand, the Lakers are down by 19 right now. Look, we see it all the time. Look, you have a 19-point lead, it can disappear just like that. Look, the Lakers were up against Phoenix. They're winning by how much? 18. I think by the end of the second quarter or into the third quarter, Phoenix already had the lead. So 19, 20-point leads can just disappear like that. But let's see, the Lakers have a lot of things they need to do to get themselves back into this ball game. But yeah. Wow, the Cavaliers are 8 for 13 from 3-point land, and the Lakers are 3 for 9. But they have Dalton Connect in the game. He just missed a three. We can talk about Connect for a second. And yeah, I think Connect, he's really played himself into, although the minutes really weren't there against Phoenix, but I think he's shown the ability to put himself in position to be a really good role player coming off the bench on this team. And that's kind of rare for what you see for a rookie. But the Lakers staff have a lot of trust. The guys have a lot of trust in him to knock down shots. And if he is, he's going to continue to play himself onto a role, a bench role, at least for this season, for this team. Obviously they're going to need a little bit more shooting from him today if they're going to come back from this deficit. But yeah, let's see. D'Lo handing off to LeBron. We're in the second quarter here. D'Lo giving it back to LeBron. LeBron posting up. Posting up. Let's see what he does with it. Inside, gives it off to Jackson Hayes for a dunk. He dunks it with authority. Good pass from LeBron to Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes, a guy who's also played really well to start the season. The Lakers are really using his versatileness on defense, his length, to really disrupt the perimeter guys. And it's worked really well. This is stuff that we didn't see last season from Jackson Hayes. And I think hopefully it continues, especially when a guy like Christian Wood comes back. Going back to Connect, though, I think Connect has played himself into a role player's position on this team. LeBron for another three. Missed it. But it's going to be interesting. I bring him up because Jared Vanderbilt is coming back on this team pretty soon. So when Vanderbilt comes back, do you guys see? Wow, Jared Allen just dunked it to go up 21. But when Vanderbilt does come back, do you guys see Dalton Connect's minutes reducing, or who do you think Jared Vanderbilt replaces in the rotation? My best bet would be Max Christie, because I think Christie, for the most part, he has gotten minutes, and the staff has really tried to see what he can do early on in the season. I think he's been like the sixth man in the rotation. Wow, the Cavs are just getting anything that they want right now. They're just literally picking the Lakers apart, and they're up by 23. But yeah, Christie has seen the minutes so far, but it really just hasn't come together fluidly. And I think there's a lot left to be desired when it comes to Christie and his shooting, especially in his defense too, because we really wanted to rely on his defense when it comes to like him guarding bigger guards. He's been okay at points. At some points, it's been kind of like, well, not great. I think we just need to see more from Christie if he wants to continue to be in the rotation and coming off the bench as a role player. And I think when Vanderbilt does come back, I think we're going to see Christie's minutes decline a bit. So Darius Garland just picked up his third foul, and we're only 9 minutes into the second quarter right now. So he's going to be gone for the majority of the second half now. Sorry, the first half. So Lakers need to really take advantage of this. Garland is, Connect, miss a three. That's a good catch from LeBron though. The Lakers really need to take advantage, considering that Garland is one of the engines for Cleveland for them to have success. So, but let's see, they need to close out on these threes. They're doing a little bit better job on that. Good job by the Lakers securing that defensive rebound. LeBron, and one. LeBron, if you could just do that every single time we're down the floor, I think we're going to come back into this game. But we need to shore up on our defense. So the Lakers have cut the lead down to 18, and they're taking a timeout here. I want to talk about LeBron James for a second here. Obviously we're coming off a game where he only had 11 points. And I think, look, guys, he's in his 22nd season right now. Unheard of, basically, than one other guy, Vince Carter. 22nd year. Kobe couldn't do it. Tim Duncan couldn't do it. Michael couldn't do it. Any of those guys who went the distance. Kareem couldn't do it, even though Kareem was a college player, and then went to the NBA. Look, all those guys couldn't make it to 22 years. The fact that he's in his 22nd year is astonishing in itself. The fact that he's playing still elite basketball at year 22 is amazing. Now, look, he had a night like he did Monday night against Phoenix where he only had 11 points, and that's something that we're going to expect from a guy that's in his 22nd year. Look, there's going to be nights like we saw against Sacramento where he just peels it back and he goes off and he reminds everybody that he's still the king, and we're going to see that. But there's also going to be nights that we saw in Phoenix on Monday night where he only has 11 points and he's looking a little tired. That's to be expected from LeBron James at this point. I think far too much LeBron haters, when they see him, not having a performance up to par, they think, they always just want to say like, the trash James, or comparing him to Kobe and Michael. Look, guys, let's stop comparing him to all those other guys. Let's just start comparing him for who he is as a player. All right. And appreciating him. Okay. All right. LeBron James is in his 22nd year. Okay. We need to appreciate the fact that he's still doing it at this level on the Lakers. Because as much as you hate to admit it, the Lakers wouldn't be where they're at if it wasn't for LeBron James. Okay. So I appreciate LeBron James for what he's continuing to do. And I also recognize that he's in year 22, and there's going to be some nights where he's going to look laboring up there. And that's okay, because we're going to have AD. We're going to have those guys like I've said, that have a defined role on this team to pick up the slack. Now we're gonna need every bit of him, like I said, to get back into this game. We're only down by 18 right now. I think LeBron just actually picked up a foul. And guys, Jared Allen just blocked the living crap out of Rui Hachimura. Hachimura tried to post it with the shot clock running down. He went in with some vengeance, but Jared Allen just reached up, no contact with the body whatsoever, and just completely all ball just impacted Rui Hachimura's life forever with that block. The Lakers are down by 20 right now. This is not looking good. I think I'm just going to cut the podcast off right now because I think, yeah, they're up by. Oh no, he missed the layup. So the Cavs missed the layup. I think I'm going to cut the podcast off right now, guys. I think I am a little bad luck for the Lakers when it comes to, watching them and recording at the same time. So I'm a little superstitious like that. I'm not a lot of superstitious, just a little stitious. If you watched Office, but yeah, guys, let me know what this team needs to come back, and if we do come back, let's talk about it. All right, guys. Until next time, you're watching the Lakers. Let's Go Lakers podcast. I am Mike Andrade. Let's go Lakers.